I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Now, these four women were brutally murdered, in the most gruesome manner. And I don't know what's going on in our world today. See, just listening to these stories will make you become vigilant and become aware of the surroundings you're in. These young, beautiful women's lives were cut short in the most gruesome manner. They were not closely related and were from different countries, but died in almost similar circumstances from July till September. And the world has not remained the same. It's so scary, guys. Now, the images that I'll be showing to you might be, sensitive and graphic, okay? So viewers' discretion is advised. The first woman is Rebecca Cheptegei, a Ugandan long-distance runner and former world champion in mountain running, who tragically passed away on September 5, 2024, after succumbing to the injuries of a jealous and wicked ex-boyfriend. She was just 33 years old. Cheptegei was killed in a horrific attack by a former boyfriend who attacked her with petrol and set her on fire. The incident occurred in Eldoret, that is in Kenya, and it was just weeks after she completed the marathon at Paris Olympics. It was believed that the former boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, wanted, the share of the winnings of what she gained from the Olympics, the prize money and everything. He wanted a share of the victory, but Rebecca Cheptegei refused, declined his offer, and that made him to commit that wicked and sadistic act. Although in his attempt to set Rebecca on fire, he also got engulfed in the flames as well, and he suffered severe injuries and later died after some days. Some people call it karma, and some say it is the consequences of the sins. He suffered the consequences of his sins, and well, I might agree with them because this was so wicked, so wicked of him. Now, the death of Rebecca has sent shockwaves through the athletic community and sparked widespread condemnation of gender-based violence. What a beautiful, young, and ambitious woman, just cut short like that. Now, the second woman is Dr. Moumi Debnath, a trainee doctor at RG Kar Medical College in Kolkata, India, who was tragically raped and murdered on August 9, 2024. He was found in a seminar room on the campus ground of the medical college, and she was found. It was believed that she had gone there to, have some sleep, and unknowingly, someone came, and just committed such a sadistic, such a gruesome, and it was so sad, so disheartening. Her body was found in that room, and after so much investigation, the suspect was caught, but still denies his involvement despite the numerous evidences relating him to the devilish act. This heinous crime sparked widespread outrage and protest across India, highlighting the urgent need for greater safety measures for women and medical professionals. The incident has led to increased scrutiny of the safety conditions within medical institutions and has reignited discussions about gender-based violence in India. Third young, beautiful woman whose life was cut short by a sadistic and narcissistic human being was Christiana Idowu, a beautiful young Nigerian student who went missing. She was on her way home when the rain started pouring down heavily on a certain day, and she sought refuge. She decided to take shelter in a man's house, and his name is Adeleye, and it's believed that they were acquainted. They had some sort of history before, but she sought refuge in his home and thought she was safe and was just waiting for the rain to stop. Now, Adeleye took advantage of the situation and held Christiana hostage, but how he murdered her is still unknown. The investigations are still going on regarding that. Adeleye then went on to communicate with Christiana's parents and demanded for some money from them. He said if they did not pay, he might not release their daughter, not knowing that Christiana had no father. She only had a mother, and the mother was trying to make ends meet for her and her daughter. And just to hear that her daughter has been kidnapped by a wicked person, it caused a lot of tension for the mother, and the mother was only able to raise about 350,000 naira. Okay, but Adeleye kept on. And he was persistent. He kept on, pressuring the mother to send more money, not knowing that her daughter had already expired. Despite paying the ransom, Adeleye ceased all communications. He stopped communicating with Christiana Christiana's mother, and this started raising some concerns for her. So she sought the help of the police. She eventually went to the police, and they caught Adeleye. Adeleye was apprehended by the police in Lagos and confessed to killing Christiana and burying her body at his family's residence. Adeleye had a history of violence, including alleged involvement in the murder of his girlfriend and sister, biological sister. Christiana's death has marked the 76th known femicide case in Nigeria in 2024. Sadly, but lastly, is Sonya Massey, a 36-year-old black woman who was living as a single mother, of 2 children in the United States, was fatally shot by a white police officer from the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office in Springfield, Illinois. Now, this incident occurred on July 6, 2024, after Sonya called 911 to report a potential prowler, someone who was trying to invade a home surrounding. It could have been a burglar, it could have been a kidnapper, it could have been a trespasser. Okay, she didn't know and she was scared and called 911 for help. Now, one of the police officers who responded to the 911 call from Sonya and visited her apartment got into a confusing confrontation with Sonya, and he ended up firing shots at her. The shooting has sparked significant controversy and raised questions about the police use of force, particularly in cases involving people of color and those with mental health conditions as well. Case has also highlighted the need for better training and protocols for law enforcement officers. Yes, because it's not even just in the United States, it's all over the world. Okay, yeah. So and also for them to be able to, it's better for them to be informed on how to deal with people who are struggling mentally as well. Because it was later investigated that Sonya Massey had some mental health struggles, some mental health issues that they didn't know about. Although she was giving them some cues, and I feel like if they had training on such cues, it would have helped the whole situation, but sadly it did not. They had no idea, they had no knowledge, and they just it was so disheartening. So disheartening listening to the stories, the documentaries, and for some of these cases, investigations are still going on, but we hope and pray justice is served and their families find closure. But here are some safety tips for you to work on to keep you and your loved ones safe. It's impossible, you can say it's impossible to guarantee our absolute safety, okay, but there are proactive steps that we can take to reduce the risk of becoming a victim of violence. Please remember these tips. Number 1, education is important. Take time to learn about safety measures, okay, and the resources in your community, human resources, mental health resources that are available in your environment. It could be NGOs, it could be local shelters, it could be hotlines you can call, it could be support groups, to reach out to them in cases of emergencies, not just for you, but for those around you as well. We highly suggest and recommend that you begin to also learn some self-defense tactics in order for you to empower yourself and keep yourself safe no matter the situation around you. Okay, it is not a crime. It doesn't take you a dime to be able to learn self-defense tactics. There's so many YouTube videos online where you can learn such defense moves. Okay, yes, so you can do that as well. Secondly, trust your instincts. Trust those inner feelings you might have when you're in a situation that feels odd, it feels unusual. Okay, if it feels wrong, if the people around you are giving you some kind of negative vibe and energy, trust those instincts. Don't dismiss it. All right. And also, if you're the kind of person who tends to work in the night, or you do it for leisure, or maybe it's something that you cannot avoid due to work timings and all, do not take that night time for granted, because you never know who is looking around. Be at alert of your surroundings, okay? Be vigilant of your surroundings, okay? So if you're the kind of person who might find him or herself working at night, all right, do not take the night time for granted. Walk fast, okay? Be quick about your walking steps, okay? Do not take it for granted. I repeat, do not take it for granted. Don't be distracted with pressing your phone or being on a call or listening to music in an isolated and dark area. The last safety tip I'll be sharing with you is, if you or someone is experiencing any form of violence, or abuse, it can be domestic, it can be physical, it can be mental, it can be emotional, it can be verbal. It's important that you take immediate action. All right, report the incident to the authorities. Give a statement to your police, the police center, department around you in your vicinity. All right, reach out to mental health support groups. Reach out to NGOs. All right, do not suffer this alone. Okay, so if you know someone or if you are experiencing such, do not not handle it alone. All right, it is important that you promptly report this, before it gets worse, in order for you to be able to, get the appropriate help you need. Overall, pray for yourself, pray for your family members, pray for your friends. God is the ultimate protector. We need to continue to, commit our lives onto God's hands, because only God can secure our safety, can keep us safe from such a wicked world. Okay, so please pray in the morning, in the noontime, in the nighttime. Commit your life onto God's hands. Okay, thank you for watching. Give a thumbs up if you liked the video. Leave your comments in the comment section, and also share this video to your family members and friends. Okay, now do not forget to subscribe if you haven't. If you're a first timer, to Formidable Mind with NK, do not forget to subscribe. All right, till I see you in my next video, please take care and stay safe.